Ladies and gentlemen, there is a shocking accusation by GINTU to DEEMWANGO, Congdad, and DAVYJNR. We all remember Mr. Joseph that was rescued by the Ondaris family. The main aim of rescuing Mr. Joseph was to take Mr. Joseph from Nyamuhanze to his ancestral home. That's what warranted Congdad to demand the ID of Mr. Joseph, which it was done. You know, the real importance of national identification card is to trace you and know your homestead, because there is a surname. You might be having a name, but there is a surname that forms your homestead name, so that it also specifies which kind of ward, which kind of location, and the smallest unit of administration, which is the village itself. So whenever you want to trace somebody in Kenya, you trace them with the name of the homestead, but you start from the village, getting to know the village elder. This is the reasons why the Congdad had to request the ID of Mr. Joseph, because all the details are written there. The location and sub-location is written there. Remember, Congdad comes from Kisii, and he gets to know the chiefs and majority of people from that area. That was the essence. But GINTU plus the Badman subscribers and audiences have just accused Congdad of wanting to grab Mr. Joseph's land. Guys, what was the real mission? The real mission was to rescue Mr. Joseph. But what happened actually, it is quite unfortunate. It's really quite unfortunate. Guys, you can watch the video below.
There's no house there. They have nowhere to put him. So again, we have come back with him. Come and see where we have put her.
Okay, come. Guys, guys, I left my phone in there. Alright guys, the thing is, there's this old man who has been, you know, like he's homeless and very old. So we said we want to take him back to where he comes from, so that his people can see him.
So reaching there, they said he has no house there. They have no place where he can stay. So let us come back with him, and God will open our way. We have just come back with him. You just come and see where he's staying. Helpless, just imagine.
Omwabo.
No, this is the old man. This is the old
Omwabo, I know him.
This is the old man. Quite helpless. You just come and see where he's
even his shoes, guys.
You can see his shoes. Kindly.
So my dad thought he could take him back where he comes from. So I rented the car, put the gas and everything for him to go back.
His matrimonial home where he was born.
Yeah, now he's 100% homeless. He has
homeless,
no home.
100% homeless. See where he's staying.
Oh, yeah.
Just imagine. In fact, I was very much disturbed when I realized that this is where he's staying.
This is where he lives.
Yeah, and that's why I requested.
All that time.
Yes.
All those years.
Video itself, because Congdad is telling us they trace Mr. Joseph up to the home, the ancestral home. But what they met at there, it was Mr. Joseph was never welcomed, because in the presence of the chief, the brothers denied and the stepmother denied this guy, because there was no land for this guy to build a house. So it forces Congdad to return Mr. Joseph where he found him, that is Nyamuhanze, awaiting maybe a purchase of a piece of land elsewhere, or Congdad will donate to build this guy a home. GINTU, after an expose, decided to take this guy and did a kind of an interview. But before I show you the interview itself, GINTU went on a spree and decided to talk serious things which are bad, accusing Congdad of wanting to grab the land. So GINTU and Joseph interview was about the ordeal in Kisii, which was an ordeal when Joseph was taken home by Congdad and the family. So there was a family breakup that they found, which means the family never exists anymore. Others have died, others have just refused to acknowledge him back, and the stepmom that was found there never wanted anything to do with him. You know? So the stepmother rejected him big time. That is what we had Mr. Joseph telling Gintu in that small interview. You know. Again, the finding is, as what Congdad told us, this is a confirmation also from Joseph telling us that the piece of land that was there for him is already been sold by the brother, and the brother has purchased a new place next to town. And this new place is a new residence for the brother that has put other kind of businesses and houses. And of course, the brother has have got also children. So there was no land that this mzee, Mr. Joseph, could be built a house or a shelter. In the presence of Chief and Mr. Ondari, they were left stranded because the family decided never to welcome Mr. Joseph or ever allocate a small piece of land where Mr. Joseph could build his residence or a home so that he be close to the family. That was done. Perhaps let's watch this video below.
Another plot to Alon.
Okay.
Yeah.
They sold a plot and bought another one.
Yeah, another one
Okay.
in the town now.
In town now.
Yeah,
Okay. So the one that you are having, it was talk about in the primitive areas, talk about in the reserves.
and there is now
So now they sold it and they bought a plot in town,
in the town.
and they have constructed there.
Yeah.
Now, that's where they are living.
Yes, they are living there.
So what about the plot? Did you reach to see the plot?
yes, I went there with the chief.
Okay.
And
So
we-
what did the chief say about the plot?
Mr. Dari and the chief. The chief told them, now this man have come back. So do this. Give him the plot where you buy. You cut him a small place.
Now, why can't they solidarize and think about you had a plot at your home, now you are coming back, you are like a prodigal son,
Yeah.
the lost and found
Yeah.
at that moment, because they have just waited for a long period of time, now you are found.
Yeah.
So why couldn't you insist that I want my plot, because you are not the one who sold it?
That's why we went to the chief
Okay.
on that day.
But you have said the chief again brought much of the shenanigans and told Mr. Ondari that he has to find a place where you can just be placed.
Yes, that's all. So that woman refused. She said, no any place I can cut here.
Yeah.
Because the plot,
They have been sold.
they have been sold. This only mine and nobody will
So,
enter.
so why can't you use the legal system? Talk about the court, so as you can just have a file a case that will help you to regain that farm.
So that's why the chief told them. So you can go ahead with the chief. He said, even though you can go, mimi sina plot yoyote ya kufanyia hivi. Manake baba yake alipokufa hakuna mtu hakuja.
Because we want to drive ourselves into this kind
It's
of
so
the point.
clear from Mr. Joseph that there was no land that the family or the brother could donate to him so that the house could be built, because Congdad had agreed to build this guy a home, even if there's a small portion of land. That is what we are being told. And even Mr. Joseph is confirming to Gintu. But the big question majority of people are asking, why would Gintu accuse Congdad, DEEMWANGO and DAVYJNR of wanting to grab the land of Mr. Joseph? Guys, this is the question that we are seeking to answer. Because people cannot fathom, even me, I couldn't believe that's kind of accusation where it's coming from. So we want to unravel the nature of this question, why Gintu has decided to accuse Congdad, DEEMWANGO and DAVYJNR of wanting to grab the land, and the reasons why they didn't see fit for that kind of accusation. You know, this is what we want. So if you want to know why Gintu has decided to accuse the Ondari's family, so take it here and stay tuned. So if you're coming across this video and this channel for the very first time, kindly click at the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify you instantly. My loyal subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. Without your support, this channel wouldn't be at this pace. So let's dive in after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So let's dive in, lest we forget. The question was, why would GINTU accused Congrad's dad, DEEMWANGO and DAVYJNR, in short, the Ondaris family, of being very keen to grab Mr. Joseph's land? So this is the question that we must answer, and we must give the reasons why GINTU have just decided it. Perhaps let's watch the video below, and the video, it's where GINTU was accusing Congrad's dad of wanting to grab the land. Watch it so keenly and you see how GINTU behaves with Mr. Joseph.
Mr. Ondari saw this kind of the plot because we understand the plot has much of the say to the environment. Did he mean that maybe he identified that this plot belongs to you? And if it belongs to you, they're going to be tracing or they're going to be filing a case that you might be used to make sure that they're going to be gaining that plot.
That plot, which was mine, they sold it.
Even if it was sold, do they have title deeds?
I don't know. I don't know.
There is a little bit of a game that's going to be played here, and that's why I'm talking about which you should be so punctual. You might find that you are introduced into it, and things going to be following the channel, talking about a plot is a very good asset. And right now you understand Kisii is becoming is a very big town, and they're going to be a city. You know it? So if they're going to be having a city, another, the 50th city.
You see, GINTU is trying to force Mr. Joseph to agree with him forcefully that there is a piece of land that Congrad's dad wanted to grab. And on the other note, you see Mr. Joseph is telling GINTU there was no land, the land was sold. There's nothing like that. So GINTU is trying to force this Mr. Joseph. And Mr. Joseph is so clever. GINTU is trying so hard to put the words into Mr. Joseph's mouth so that Mr. Joseph could really say, you know, he tried to corner this Mzee, and the Mzee is so clever and telling the way it is that there is no piece of land. The land was sold. Until GINTU started wanted to be so livid and vexed. Look at the body language, at the the facial expression. It tells you the motive of GINTU towards interviewing this Mr. Joseph, because he wanted to twist the story. So this is Mr. Twist and Turn It. And it's a big lie that GINTU is twisting it and accusing Congrad's dad of grabbing this Mzee land. You know? So in this video, GINTU is insinuating that by the time Congrad's dad decided to take this guy home, you see, Congrad's dad might have seen this guy as a vulnerable person and wanted to use Mr. Joseph, get Joseph back to Kisii, and maybe he thought that Mr. Joseph is having a big chunk of land. So they went there to monitor and taken this guy ID and started processing this land for the better and the gain of the Ondaris family. This is what GINTU is insinuating in that video. If you are not listening, that's why I'm translating what really happened, the content of that video. And if you're joining this video at this moment, you can go back and watch that really specific segment. Then you'll get to know what GINTU is insinuating going forward. But you know, there is an irony, because everything that GINTU is saying is not true. The irony itself exposes GINTU. One, if Mr. Joseph is confirming that there is no land, the land was sold. Therefore, which land was Mr. Ondaris and the family was to grab, if at all the land grabbers, which they are not? Which one? There is no land. And even GINTU is grappling very hard to explain and tell this guy, if there is land and your land was sold, you can go to court for a legal redress. So GINTU, which land are you expressing confidence that the Ondaris family wanted to grab from Mr. Joseph? Which land? And Joseph is telling you there is no land completely. I had people asking about the ID, that people are now insinuating at the comment section, the likes of Kavan, the likes of Chemiclaus, and all the bad mind subscribers of the audience, that what was the reasons why Congdad was taking this guy ID. The ID was requested by chief. Here in Kenya, if people don't know you from the chief to the police, the first thing is national ID. That alone will identify you. Even if you're a thief, you're caught on the way, before you're being lynched for mob injustice, first of all, they will tell you, do you have ID, so that they will want to check whether you're telling them the real name. The ID first. So the ID itself, because this guy is lost, this guy needed to get back home. So it was the initial step of knowing this person's village, to know the administration, because we'll get to know the ward. That's where we'll get to know the MCA, member of county assembly. We'll get to know the chief and assistant chief. So that was the step in the right direction, so that the chief also will get to know that he's handling a person from his village. If the person not from his village, or from location or sub-location, therefore he would hand over or refer the person to the correct ward and the correct administrator to adjudicate his matters. But you know, the Lulu subscriber that are so deluded, are so narcissistic deludes of of its GINTU, are now thinking things that are never. My friend, ID itself cannot guarantee land transaction. ID, it's nothing when it comes to land issues. You know, the owner must be there. So whether somebody takes it or not take it, yeah, it's nano. It is a non-issue. So this kind of ID was also returned. To Mr. Joseph. So the issue why they are cropping on the issue of ID is hogwash. You know, the basis of that ID was to get to know the village and the homestead of this guy and where this person lives, just to track this person's homestead. You know, so people like Chemiclaus and Kavan, they're leading in the propaganda, because now they're hyping GINTU to be an onslaught of castigating and defaming the Undaris family. So it is clearly that GINTU is up to making views and mishandling and misusing this Mr. Joseph, because GINTU doesn't care. The only thing that GINTU first of all went there for blackmail, damage control, and to do unthinkable, because people were accusing GINTU to being an extortionist. No, so GINTU has taken it on the other side to accuse the Undaris family of the unthinkable. So guys, let me know what you think at the comment section. Until next time, this is your boy Senior Zach.